We have a lot in common. We're both Massachusetts people.
I still have my Patriots nails on from the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I did my nails for the Super Bowl, and then I kept them because, we have the red, white, and blue colors for the Olympics.
Nice.
And all of that.
And you're also a patriot.
All of that's
just in
gone
general.
great.
Like
I am.
you're
I'm very patriotic.
Yeah.
I just wear red, white, and blue nails at all times.
I had my nails painted for Ken Burns' Revolutionary War documentary. So we all have our
By
different
the way,
reasons.
how good is that documentary?
It was fantastic.
It's unbelievable.
Let's talk about that instead. I like the part where George Washington is shrunk down to 6 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one saw it coming.
You're from Massachusetts, but you're from a part of Massachusetts that might as well be Oz to me.
Yeah.
Because I grew up right outside Boston in Brookline,
Yep.
and you could practically roll out of bed and step into Boston. You're in Pittsfield.
Yes.
I don't think I've been in Pittsfield in my life.
That's you and many, many, many people.
It's way out there.
It's in Western Mass. It's on the border of New York. So we were sort of like a suburb of Albany. And in fact, I grew up in what we call in Massachusetts a divided house, a Yankees Red Sox house.
Oh, I've heard of those.
Yeah. So my dad's radio growing up his whole life, the news that they got was out of Albany, New York. So it was a lot of Yankees. And my mom, who's from Boston proper, Red Sox family. So grew up very much like we would go, I've sort of lived equidistant between New York City and Boston. So we'd go down to Yankee Stadium and we would go to Fenway. And every year we still have that tradition. I took my dad last summer. We'll go again this summer. Like it's still our tradition to watch the Yankees and Red Sox.
Okay, I'm a good deal older than you, but I don't know if this was your experience growing up because things may have changed. The Red Sox-Yankee rivalry became more genteel at some point. And I also think baseball in general, because teams switch up their rosters practically every year.
Yeah.
I come from the era where, the Red Sox team stayed the Red Sox team and changed very little for years and years on end. And it wasn't a rivalry with the Yankees. We hated them, and everyone in Boston hated them, and they hated us.
Yeah.
And there were fights, between players, and there were brawls, and it was this vitriol. And late now, it feels like it all got more genteel. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do. I absolutely agree with that, actually. And I don't know how that happened. When did that happen? It's interesting. Yeah, I remember the Big Papi years, the Damon, and all those years were like, yeah, well, because also it was the rivalry was we would get so close. I remember I watched them win, the Red Sox win against the Yankees going to the World Series in a hotel bed, like crying, like, like finally.
Yeah. I know. When they finally won the World Series, I had the same thing. I was crying and calling my brothers, and we were all emotional. And crying for us means slightly moist eyes, which could have been pollen, by the way.
That's the Irish way.
Yeah.
That's the Irish way.
So you grow up in Pittsfield, and then it's like, it's also rural. So I picture you like running around with unicorns.
We did it. Unicorns is interesting. Do you know how many people think unicorns are real? Unicorns and dragons, real. I love that.
Really? Oh. I didn't know that.
That's like our shared mythology. I'm fascinated by humanity's shared mythologies, and that's one of them is unicorns and dragons, right? Because dragons were in every culture, and they never existed as far as we can tell. And so you're sort of like, what were people all over the world in different cultures imagining the flying lizard thing was?
I'm okay.
And we all agree that it's like in all of our literature.
I will believe in a dragon long before I will believe in a unicorn. And I'm just saying this to anyone out there that thinks there's a unicorn. There is no unicorn.
No unicorn.
There never has been a unicorn.
I had a friend from Australia
stupid.
who 100% believed unicorns were real. As an adult woman, I had to be like, they're not. I don't know how to break it to you.
No,
and I felt terrible.
There's a medication for that.
I didn't grow up with unicorns, but I did go cow tipping. And I had one of those very like John Hughesian high school experiences, running around in the woods and like rolling kegs out into, a cornfield. By the way, hiding in cornfields, hiding off the pontoon boat on the lake where we were all skinny dipping and very classic Americana.
I've never been naked, so I don't know. I was
I imagine you covering your junk with a washcloth in the shower at all times. Like, just doesn't want to take a peek.
Liza once saw me naked and I shrieked.
Oh, no.
And I'm suing her.